Welcome to a sunny Rustenburg for the second event in the Maxxis Natioanl 4x4 Challenge 2011. It's not only the temperature that's hot, but the competition is heating up with each event. These events have been gaining a bigger and bigger fan following, with many faces coming from far and wide to rub shoulders with the drivers who break the rules of what is possible in a 4x4. Drivers line up for scrutineering to ensure the vehicles are in top shape. For this event, Maxxis was kind enough to send us something more to look at than just their outstanding tyres. First for the day, Jeff Norton and his co-driver Brett Proctor pull away. Differing from the other obstacles, the time trial is about speed. Jeff, clearly an old hand with a time of 39 seconds. John Burke up next, driving in a left-hand drive vehicle. But that doesn't slow John down, who completes this one in 22 seconds. Having moved over to the modified class this year, we have Rory and David FLETT, currently the leaders in this class. An excellent example of how flexible 4x4 suspensions are. Rory has no reason to feel blue with a time of 20 seconds. The only two-wheel drive competitor in the race, HERMAN Barnard and Mandy Reid, are eager to go. Not having the traction benefits of the other cars, HUDSON must give it more gas to make it through the obstacles. That makes for one hell of a show. An impressive time of 23 seconds. Next up, we have David MAGALE. We spoke to his sponsor, Pierre Landman from Majestic Motors, about David's performance.
Yeah, you never know. David's busy. He's on the verge of kicking eh?
What's the response been from the people with David being a driver?
Man, we had some enormous response, and the people, like him. He's a very likable guy, and the fact that he does well on the track, and I think that's the thing. The people like him a lot. He's very popular amongst them all.
Slow and steady wins the race. David completes this one with 41 seconds. Leaving the time trial in the dust, we speed over to our next obstacle, sponsored by Pertec Fluid Transfer Solutions. Kicking things off, Stefan and WINTERSHOVEN, driving in the standard class, are first up on this obstacle. The challenge in this competition lies in the technical aspect. Every vehicle in the competition is capable of completing every obstacle, but the banners are placed in such a way as to push the driver and vehicle to their limits. These two are having no problems today. 60 points for them. Pierre and his daughter Marguerite Landman make their way down the decline. Just missing the banner. Nicely controlled slide there, Pierre. Notice the candy tape at the border of your screen. That is known as the spectator banner. Touching this line leads to instant disqualification for this obstacle. Next up, we have Rob Miller from REM Landy. Sitting next to him is his co-driver, Shane Smart. Controlling their descent carefully, they expertly miss the banners on the right. Rob takes a roll back to adjust his line. have no hassles on the last part of this obstacle. Moving on to one of the most exciting obstacles of the day, brought to you by Yokohama. We join Herman Barnard as he slowly rolls down the decline. Coming around, he puts foot, kicking up dust and making it through with full points. Very well done, considering Herman competes in a two-wheel drive vehicle. The boys from AutoZone Rayton, Rolf and Sean Kruger, take on this obstacle. Brakes working hard as Rolf controls their descent. Locking his vehicle in two-wheel drive to make his rear swing out. This way he can avoid taking a rollback. That's not working. Time for plan B. He takes a rollback, costing him 10 points. First attempt to make it to the exit gate. Not successful. Takes another rollback. Pulling away and no problem there, adding a good 40 points to their score. Let's have a look at what the modified class is up to. First up and heading over is Andrew Williams. His front wheel getting caught and his momentum pushing him over. Let's have a replay. Andrew, number 1 for 2010, is having a tough year thus far. But Andrew will have to return to scrutineering, ensuring all is well to continue. Next up we have Robert and Ludwig Schaffner. Taking it slow to avoid rolling over. They take a roll back to line up and head for the exit. Striking 2 banners along the way. 10 points for Robert. Corrie and Jason Hudson hope to do better than that. Approaching further right than the previous drivers. Very carefully adjusting his line. Corrie hits the ledge on the opposite side and it throws him over. Let's see what that looks like from the top. Looks like the Maxxis girls thought that was funny. Not sure if Corrie would feel the same. Corrie's colleagues pitching in to get him back on his feet. Bruce Swatton and co-driver Linton, hopefully learning from the drivers before them. Great control as they make their way down with one wheel in the air. Taking a roll back to get a better line. They fly up the last incline, breaking free with 10 points. Brett Law and his co-driver Caitlin Miller having no problems on the descent. Caitlin is the daughter of fellow driver Rob Miller. a family with petrol in their blood. Like the rest, he takes a roll back to adjust his line. Also leaving this obstacle behind, with 10 points to his score. Next up is Rory and David FLETT. Controlling their speed as they carefully make their way down the hill. He takes a rollback and takes a sharper angle and tries to avoid touching that pesky banner. He gets stuck and is forced to take a rollback. Coming up again, they get a bad bounce and take a tumble. When rolling a vehicle like this, a smart driver cuts the ignition as quickly as possible to avoid any complications. Rory and David will also have to return to scrutineering for a safety inspection. On that exciting note, we head over for an ad break.